how Mike Arnstein changed my life for the better. I've done a few videos mentioning Mike in the past, but I wanted, for some reasons, to think about Mike today. And I thought, I've got to do a refresh video. Mike, now I've had a lot of great mentors and influences in my life, right? There's many, numerous. But one does stand out, and that's Michael Arnstein from New York City, founder of the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And if you know, you know. Mike, we were chatting in 2010. Yes, he's 2010, and he's asking me about diet tips and stuff. Mike was the sort of guy who would do I think he did 4 sub 230 marathons every weekend for 4 weeks. And he's got a family, and he's got this like family business job where he's just like cranking it, doing sapphires and stuff. And so we was chatting in 2010, back and forth, and he's like, hey, I've got this idea, because Mike's an ideas man, but he's also an action man. He's ideas and action, and then boom, he gets it done. He's like, I want to put on a raw food event with sport and carbs and fruit in New York. I'll fly you in, you can be a guest speaker, you promote it, and win-win. I was like, let's do it. So Mike flew me and Freely out back in, this is 2011, it was September, but we got to stay before and after the event. We stayed at Mike's house in New York there in Yonkers. And so for me, it was like, I'd never been to New York. Freely never been to the US. I've been to the US before, but I've never been to the East Coast. So I was like, yeah, fucking, this is wicked. So I had the best fucking time, man. We were doing running races. I won this hat at a running race in Manhattan there, and it was killer. It was just fucking amazing experience. And riding the bikes around, doing 200k rides around New York and up all around. It was just fucking best time. Back when Whole Foods had 99-cent Cliff Bars and shit. Back when the exchange rate was like 1-to-1 pretty much. And it was fantastic. And Mike made me what's the word? Made me incredible deals. He was very, very generous. I made a lot of money. But more importantly, I learned so much from being with Mike. Mike's like, what phone have you got? And I said, I don't have a phone. He goes, what? You have a fucking phone? Like, Mike is full New Yorker. He's just no faffing around. He's just straight to the fucking point, man. He's just straight to the fucking point. So some people find him too abrasive. I like it. But, he's like, dude, you gotta get a fucking phone, man. You don't have a fucking phone? What? He goes, here, have this. And he hands me like a brand new Samsung Galaxy. So it's my spare phone. You have it. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I was like, no, I'm all sort of minimalist and stuff. He's like, what are you trying to run how are you going to grow YouTube if you just don't have a fucking phone? I was filming it like an iPhone Touch, Actually, I don't even have. I don't even know what I had in 2011. I had some little Pentax thing, So I was just so faffy and floundering around. And Mike's just like, dude, I can't believe you don't have a fucking phone. And so Mike loaned me that Samsung. I think I made some videos. I don't want to use a phone. I don't want to use a phone. But then living with Mike, the dude is like, he's mowing the fucking lawn. He's on the phone to a business. Harley, follow me around the arm. I'm tied and shut. He's tied and shut. We're talking. The dude doesn't sit down. At night time, he's fucking sleep up in the attic in his little attitude tent and shit. He's fucking buying shit on Amazon and messaging me. The dude's just fucking on all the time, which is great, but also you need a bit more recovery time as well. But anyway, so I was just seeing how hard Mike is working. And I'm singing, fuck, man, like, this is epic, I got to step up my game. And so just that, those months with Mike, just seeing that, and then again, came back in 2012, came back in 2013, and stayed with Mike again in Yonkers there, in Victoria, and the kids. And it was just doing running races at Van Cortlandt Park. That was epic. So just, you got to spend time with people like Mike who are getting it fucking done. And now, of course, not everyone's going to get flown to New York or do this or do that. But here's the thing is, you can listen to people getting it done on social media. You can have them playing. You can wake up and put on some fucking Tony Robbins or fucking Mike or me or anyone. 6 a.m. 5, we're here 24/7. All right. So you got to immerse yourself in what you want to be like. If you want to be more active and get shit done, then hang out with people who are getting shit done by pressing play on your phone. And that's the crazy technology now. You know what I mean? Crazy. And so it was literally I ignored Mike's advice to my detriment and to the community's detriment. 2011, 2012, 2013, didn't have a phone. And then this iPhone 6 I bought in 2014 when it dropped. That day I got it. And this fucking changed my life again. Then I started doing better quality videos with the camera footage, and I was just banging out content. This is the actual phone, man. All right. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this phone. But more importantly, the influence. This phone created Joey Carbstrong, Bonnie Rebecca, Ravana, etc. Just carried things on, because this was the phone that I recorded 70 videos and then uploaded to YouTube, and then people saw those, and then the ripple effect starts. Okay, so this is an amazing piece of vegan cycling community history. This little iPhone 6 here, So I remember buying this phone and thinking, yep, Mike will be proud. All right? But it took me fucking 3 years to take his advice. So people, don't sleep on a good thing, okay? That's the mistake I made. I was like, yeah, I'm a minimalist. I was just fucking lazy, I didn't understand if you want to create change, you need to work. Now, here's a great thing as well. You got someone like Mike Arnstein, who's like 20 out of 10 work ethic, let's go, getting it done. Doing 100-mile races and shit, getting up there up the front, winning, etc. But then, if you look at his social media brand, it's quite low compared to what it could be if he put the focus on social media. Now, that's not his goal, obviously. I'm just saying, right? So there you go. So that was a really interesting mesh. You've got me, Mr. Lazy, but Mike wants me at his event because I have a following, because I've put the effort into creating that. Whereas Mike has the money to back the event because he's put work into his field, all right? So there you go. So it's all about having the goal and putting the work in there. Well, that's pretty fucking simple, Ollie. Yeah, it is. And it's so simple we overlook it. So you got to have a goal, and then what tools do you need to get there? Is it a bicycle? Yeah. Is it a phone? Yeah. Is it a computer? Potentially. Okay. But everybody needs a phone and a fucking bicycle and a good pair of fucking running shoes. Comfortable footwear is priority. Got some Huaraches, Tinker Hatfield. Shout out. Yeah, that's crazy. So that was, I get so many flashbacks, man. I get random flashbacks of being in New York, being with Mike, staying at the house. I would sleep in a tent on his back deck. Just like to hear the New York birds and the squirrels and the skunk. Saw my first skunk in his front yard there. And just epic times, man. Epic times. But that's me. I'm a bit weird like that. Sleeping on the back deck in a tent. People are, fucking best time ever. Best time ever. Crazy times, And then he had his cat there, and the cat had kittens, and it was all affectionate and stuff, and my cat, he were getting raging. But yeah, just great times, man. Catching the subway into New York. And then I think was it 2011 when they had the shut down New York, they shut down the subway. So I was riding my bike riding around New York, cruising around, doing laps in Central Park, people watching in there, running, training, riding in there, around in there. Just great times, man. Back when New York was like priming. Great fucking times. But yes, thanks, Mike, for being that influence and giving me the opportunity. It was a win-win for both of us. And that's what it's about. People, you got to put yourself out there, put the work in, and have those collaborations where you both fucking win. All right. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes eventually. But when I got this phone, when I took Mike's advice and knuckled down, then boom, everything today, that is, pretty much everything, most things I have today, my life is so easy primarily because I took Mike's advice on getting a phone, and this thing helped me upload content. And another again, shout out to Derek. Derek in 2008 also said, Harley, get a phone. And Freddie bought a phone, an iPhone 1. And we used it a bit, and Derek had some great ideas, but I didn't really follow through with that, okay? I didn't really follow through with that. And then Mike came on, Harley, get a phone. So we had Derek, and then we had Kelly in 2006 say, Harley, you should do a YouTube channel. So it's, it's good. But I'd say it stands out that Mike was just so abrasive and insistent that I get a phone, you know. But I still ignored him. I still a bit sub, say, oh yeah, no, I will one day. Faffing around, people. But you could sort of do that back in the day. 2011 to 2014, you know, the heydays, the good times, the golden era. There wasn't much competition. You had a bit of time. But today you don't. It's 2024, man. Windows are open and then they're boom, shut quick, so fucking quick. They're shut quick, so quick, yeah, mate. You know? So you don't have the time like we did 10 years ago, 15 years ago, okay? Then you could sort of lollygag around. Now, the competition I see on social media, the aesthetics, all this stuff is just getting crazy. And now AI's here. Fucking AI's here. And AI is going to take out so many influencers, man. Because we're going to have AI influencers, which we're already having now, okay? Oh yeah, we got this fake natty steroid crew. But we're going to have bodies getting tuned in AI, and it's just going to be fucking hectic, okay? And it's going to be hectic. So if you want to make some influence now, now's the time, because it's going to get harder and harder and harder, because the big corporations, they're going to be jumping on AI and just going to be fucking just clean sweeping it out there. It's going to be absolutely nuts. You have like 12-year-old chicks, 15-year-old girls using AI face filters now. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What the fuck? It used to be like the Snapchat puppy dog filter back in like 2015. And you could tell, well, it's obviously a filter. And now you got these filters young women are using. And it's like, hang on, you're using an AI filter on your face and you're fucking 12 to like smooth things shit out. What the fuck? It's crazy. And that's just putting up this impossible standard that's going to destroy, and that already is destroying so much self-esteem of young girls and boys out there in the name of marketing product from the big corporations. They've got these AI chicks out there, AI bros, marketing all this bullshit product, and it is like a tsunami that's going to be absolutely unstoppable. That's my call out now, and I see that more and more. The level of social anxiety is going to increase more and more and more. And the consumerism is just going to be driven even more, because the more anxious someone is, the more they consume product. All right? If you can ramp up someone's cortisol, aka anxiety, their consumption is going to be more and more and more. Okay. As someone who works in fashion and social media, I see it every day, and it's getting worse unfortunately. But anyway, that's off topic. Shout out to Mike. In a banana skin. Put yourself in a situation where you attract crazy people like Mike, crazy people like me in your life, whether it's in person or on social media. Understand, we got the best message, good intentions, we're getting it done, and just still lift ideas from that, you know? Lift ideas, you let the energy, the influence, and that's what Mike Arnstein has. Mike Arnstein has fucking energy. The cunt running 100-mile runs, fast, winning, etc., contending, okay? The dude got energy. You know, smashing in the sugar. Smashing in the sugar. So, yeah. But again, yeah, anyway, that's just the deal. Like, life is short. You never know when it's your last day. You never know when it's your last night. You may not wake up tomorrow, okay? So why are you going to stay today in a job, in a relationship, or anything that you're in? You know, just have a break. Go to Thailand. Go to Australia. Go to New York. Right? Go to the park. Just go. Just bounce, man. Do what you want to do in life. Don't burn bridges. You don't have to burn bridges. You don't have to get a divorce. You don't have to break up with someone. You can just create some distance and say, I'm going over here for a bit. I want to have a little bit of time out. Okay? Do that. You know, reset, recalibrate. You know, people often think I have to do everything. I have to sell the house. I have to put the kids in a foster home. I have to send the kids back to eBay. No, you don't. Just have a break, reset, refresh. Powerful things, man. Powerful things. Just having that time out and pen and paper and reflecting, spending time in nature, asking yourself what's important. But that's not rewarded, is it? That is never ever put up there on TV, is it? You know, we don't do that. The closest we get to that is was it Chris McCandless? That movie Into the Wild. Have you seen Into the Wild? You know, where the guy, he breaks free and he dies. He fucking starves to death because he eats some moose and gets food poisoning and then dies. So they have these romantic things out there, and like, wow, you could be Chris McCandles, etc. But oh, but you might die. He did die, so don't try that. Don't try and escape the Matrix. Stay in here, you know. Watch Into the Wild, but remember he dies in the end, so it's not worth it. How often does Hollywood put out a movie where someone breaks free and has a great life? You don't really see that. Maybe Shawshank Redemption, probably the closest thing to it. But anyway, that's the wrap up. Cheers, Mike. Great times, man. New York, Woodstock Fruit Festival, 2011, 2012, 2013, we were there. I was there. And it was fucking epic times, man. Epic times. Nikocado Avocado. He started his career there as well. I did an interview video with him and then went from there. Him and Orlin. But yeah, that's crazy times, man. So yeah, that also started with me making content on my MacBook back in 2008. Actually, no, sorry, before I got the MacBook, that was a little Pentax camera from the camera shop that I bought in Thailand because Matt Monarch was using too many plastic bags of durian. I was like, fuck this, Matt. I'm going to the shop. I'm going to buy a camera. I'm going to work out how to upload a YouTube video. And then did that. Yeah. So this whole vegan community kickstart was happening because I was offended with how much plastic bags Matt Monarch was using on durian. So I went to the shop, pissed, get the camera, upload the video. I'm not going to bed until I upload a video about how to use no plastic in Thailand or minimize plastic usage. And then that started. Then Mike Arnstein found my channel. And then we're going to New York. And then I'm doing interviews with, creating channels for Nikocado, Avocado, etc. And then it goes to then I put and then we had the politics there with Doug Graham and that, and then they bounced us and the Pioneers list and all that stuff. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll make my own event in Thailand, 2014, and then boom, and then that branched shit off. That branched off, didn't it? That branched off more influences, and then it just grew from there. And it all started because I saw a video because Matt Monarch uploaded on YouTube in Chanthaburi, Thailand, which Mike Arnstein also used to visit for sapphires. So it's just, that's why I don't do drugs, because life is a crazy drug itself. Some of the how things can just spread around like that. And again, it all comes down to fucking video content. Video content is number one, as Gary Vee says. Nothing is more powerful than the video content in creating good or bad change. This is the present and the future. Okay, so if you want to create change, if you want to meet people, you want to make cash, nothing beats video. If you know, you know. Cheers, mate.